Hi. So I'm a big fan of getting nice strong hip flexors, and sometimes that's difficult to do. What I'm going to show you can be very challenging. So I'm going to show you how to do it with a wall or the back of a sofa, edge of your bed, whatever works for you. But we're going to use a block. If you don't have blocks, you can use just a roll of toilet paper or like a pet, whatever you want to use, a water bottle. You can start on the floor, or you can start by sitting on one of the two blocks or a cushion. The higher up your seat is, the less challenging it will. The more of your back, I've got to adjust that again, the more of your back that's against the wall, the more challenging it is. And you'll see why, because you'll get that response from the wall about how this movement works. So I'm going to take the block between my legs. I'm going to take my legs sort of elbow width apart if my hands are on my hips. And all I'm going to do is trying to breathe my ribs into the wall, keep my head and ribs against the wall, take a breath in, and as I exhale, lift a leg up and over the block. And just keep going back and forth. And this is a great move to help strengthen your hip flexors and your core. Now, the further apart your legs are, the harder it is to lift your legs up, and the heavier your legs will get. If you want to add a bit more, you can have a bit of an external rotation, so you get into the adductors as well, because the adductors are also hip flexors, and you're also working in the movement of adduction. You can play around with this however you want to, however high you want it to go, whatever versions work for you. Let's see how this one goes. I'm going to go in the abduction. Oh, that's a tough one. Let's see how that one goes. If we come back. Oh, I'm going to blame my short legs for this one. Okay, there we go. I'm going to finish off with a nice big forward fold. And then, to stretch it all out, we're going to come into hands and knees. And now you might want to use a towel to support your knee, nearish to the wall. I'm going to go into hands and knees, take my left knee to the ground, not necessarily touching the wall, but nearish to the wall, with the foot up the wall. You can use the edge of a sofa so your foot doesn't have to be quite so plantar flexed. Here's the fun part, the front foot. Use blocks if you need to give your arms a bit more length. Front foot's going to go forward, and then I'm going to slowly lift myself up while aiming to keep my tailbone and pubic bone evenly reaching down. So I'm not sticking the bum out, which is what my bum wants to do. And then the further back you press, the more sensation you will have. Maybe even try to that's not going to happen today. Get your arms against the wall, get into the shoulders as well. Straighten out that front leg. Try to reach your sits bones to the wall, and then wag your tail left and right. Now I'm going to actually put this block here so that my foot stays facing forward. Not everybody has the mobility to do that. So if you have another wall or a friend that can just hold your foot still, or just having that block there, or something flat, even just a cardboard box. When my hand's not there, you can see how much it's shaking. Woohoo! Look at it go. Wagging that tail. Now, we don't want to forget about the other side. And you might find that one side is a lot easier than the other. You might find that the second side is a lot harder. It's pretty much the same today for me. Tailbone, hip points forward, pew pew. Ribs soft over the pelvis, not flaring out. Bum's not sticking out. And some people might have a tendency to lean one way or the other. Give yourself that moment of truth, you know. Study yourself, check yourself out. Know if you're getting the most out of this. And then when you're ready, straighten your front leg as much as you can. And for some people, that's just a bent knee. I'm going to put this block there, actually. Foot against a block. Sticking the sits bones back. I'm going to wag the tail. And for me today, I'm feeling this a lot into my calves, those gastroc muscles, and into the very back of my knee where the hamstrings insert. Whew. But that little tail wag, I tell you, it's a game changer. And then, of course, there's always the blissful with a nice supported bridge. Let me know how it goes. I'll be here for a while now. Peace out.